Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer. And a beautiful morning it is. Welcome into the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner. And of course, as you know, this is the place you can have those difficult conversations and feel very calm doing that. I invite you in every single day to make sure you tell somebody to tell somebody else. This is the place that you need to be. When you want to even take a trip around the world, I'll take you there and back. And today, that's exactly what we're going to do. I have some young people on with me. Should I say we are going to travel to Ghana today. We are going to go to another land, another country, to teach and find out things, you know, that we are not aware of, that we should be aware of. Why do I say that? Because I believe every single day, it doesn't matter your age, you should learn something new. Every single day. And let me say, as we travel now, and welcome into the studio with me today.
Thank you.
Good morning, Nee.
Good morning, Sonshine.
And of course, we've got Stella. Hi, Stella.
Hello, Sonshine.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you for traveling all the way to the States to be here with me today. Isn't that cute?
Cute. Yeah.
But you know, first of all, I want to say this because I want to learn so much about, I call it my country.
Yeah.
I want to learn so much about that. But let me say this because I like to give people their flowers while they're here. Stella, your credentials are absolutely amazing. You have your PhD. You are a graduate student of UWF.
Yes.
And I mean, and may I say how young she is, but look what she has accomplished in that time. That is absolutely amazing. Nee, you are in school now. You're about to graduate.
Yep.
And you, and the field that you're in is?
Strategic communication, and I'm a filmmaker as well.
What was that first thing?
Strategic communication.
I love to do that. I do that to him. Okay, we just make it fun. But the fact of it is that I love the fact that how these are young people who have put this in the right. I call it the category. Get your education, and then step into the other part to go into the world.
Yeah.
And with you so young, what is it? And I mean, number one, I want to say, what is it that inspired you to come to the States to get it so young? I love that.
So as you already said, every day is a learning process, and I love to learn and equip myself. So when I had the opportunity to come here and study on scholarship, I said, why not? If I come here and study education, I have a future plan of setting up a school, a vocational school that would help me educate the young ones in the vocational skills. So if I'm having the opportunity to come study here and it's education is being paid for, I have the scholarship, why not?
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, and that's another point, scholarship.
Yeah.
I mean, excellent. Nee, tell me about you. What is that got you to the States?
Okay, so it's my brother. I have a brother who's in the Navy. He kept on telling me, Nee, you have so much talent. There's a lot you can achieve in the States. You should come over. He tried so many times, didn't budge, but I mean, I initially got into Norfolk State University.
Oh, really?
In Virginia, and then he came down here in Pensacola, went to the base, and he saw UWF, and then told me, oh, I think I saw another school, think you should check it, look if you're going to find a program that you're interested in, and then I did, got into the strategic communications program, and here I am.
Oh, wow. I love it so. And with the fact, okay, when I say Ghana, you know, I've asked you this so many times. I mean, like, oh my God, Ghana. I mean, I would love to go there one day.
You should go in December, escape the cold, and then go and enjoy the warm
it's
weather.
not cold there?
No, it's not.
It's either raining or summer all throughout the year.
So,
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
Yes. We have the prettiest weather.
Rain?
Yes.
Or it's
Sunshine.
warm all year.
Yep.
Get rid of these coats. Oh my goodness, what a transition when you came to the States. Now look at these different seasons we have. It's December, you don't know if it's going to be cold today, tomorrow it might be hot. How have you adapted to that?
Well, we don't have a choice than to adapt, so we just get the warm clothing, advices from our mentors, get this, get that, get your heater and stuff like that. So, yeah, just coping with it.
And it's like, I remember, was it last year in May, we went to see Blue Angels on the beach, and then It was hot, even for Ghanaians.
Yes,
it was extremely hot.
Extremely hot.
So it doesn't get that hot in Ghana?
No. No. For the first time, I was looking for a sunscreen. For the first time, I was looking for a sunscreen. And then in a split second, it was cloudy, it rained,
was raining.
and then it got back to being hot and sunny. I was like, no way. But they were like, hey, welcome to Florida.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Now, let me tell you, I got to confess, I did it. I've been in Florida for a while. I got stuck on that beach one time. I said, never again. It was so hot.
Yeah.
You can't breathe. I mean, and there's people like, and they're feeling real good.
Yeah.
And but you know what I'm saying. But I want to get more into with Ghana because you and I've had conversations here.
Yeah.
So much about Ghana. I want to talk about number one. We were talking about flavors, the foods, and all of that that's in Ghana. Talk to me about that.
I would like Stella to talk about.
Come on,
it more.
Stella. He said you're the girl.
All right, so African foods are flavorful. So when you come to the Ghana cuisine, you would find lots of flavors. We have the jollof rice, and with the dishes, it comes with the regions. So Ghana has 16 regions, just like the United States has states. We have regions, and we have 16 of them.
Oh, really?
And it's a multicultural state. So we have the regions and the tribes, and we also have about 50 languages that are spoken across the country.
How many?
50, over 50.
Over 50, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How many
Yes.
do you speak?
3.
Really?
Yes.
Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
You always hear us say, "Oh, we love your accent." Do we sound like we have an accent?
Yes.
Yes, we all have an accent. But when
Okay.
we came, the first thing you are asked is, "Oh, you have an accent.
Yeah.
You are not from here. Where are you from?"
Right.
Sometimes people think you are Jamaican, but
Same thing you
I told
said.
you.
and we say we are Africans. And sometimes people don't even know that Africa is a continent,
Right.
and they think it's a country. So when you say, "Oh, I'm from Africa," they said, "Oh, okay." And those who know would ask, "Where in Africa?" Then we then tell them we are from Ghana.
Ow!
Yeah.
Wow. You've been educating me.
Yeah,
I tell
I
you,
mean-
I've been pulling so much out of me.
Yes. Ghana is not to be confused with Guyana. Guyana is in South America. Most of the time people confuse it. But
Yeah.
Guyana is a country in South America and Ghana is a country in West Africa. So a lot of times people confuse it, but I mean, Ghana is a loud country. We we have so many successful people. We have so many things going on for us, you know, as a country. And I spoke to Stella about introducing some of the Ghanaian culture, Ghanaian cuisine, and even music to the locals here. Because when I got here, I noticed that there is nothing like an African restaurant, not to even talk of a Ghanaian restaurant. And as someone who likes cooking, someone who enjoys cooking, someone who used my youngest brother's stomachs for experiments, they didn't die, so I know I'm good at it. But yes, I fell in love with cooking, and have been thinking of trying to introduce people to Ghanaian dishes whenever I get a chance. So I spoke to Stella about it and found out that Stella also, you know, has
You like to cook?
Yes, I love to cook. I actually have a company back in Ghana. It's not operational now, but I used to cook for people, cater for their catering services.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Tell me the main dish. One of your main dishes.
So the most common that cuts across is the jollof rice, the famous jollof rice.
You said jello?
Jollof.
Oh, jollof rice.
Yes,
Okay.
jollof rice.
What is that vegetable you showed me yesterday?
No,
It's a rice dish.
It's a rice dish.
cooked in tomato sauce with some meat, some vegetables, depending on what you want. You can make it a one-pot dish, have all your vegetables, your protein in there, or you can just cook the rice with your tomato sauce and have your protein on the side and have your salad too on the side.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I gotta say this because you know there's a stigma,
Yep.
you know, from people about Africa, about our other countries,
yeah.
and you know they paint this picture that it's just such a poor country. Wrong. Talk about that.
Okay, so obviously I'm here.
Exactly.
And if it was poor, uneducated, terrible as people make it seem,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I wouldn't be here. And Ghanaians, I mean, I've been to other African countries. Ghanaians are some of the most educated people on the continent. Ghanaians, Nigerians, who are our cousins that we always argue with, I mean, we still love them. They are some of the most educated, intelligent people, and you can find Ghanaians and Nigerians in higher places, in like NASA. You can't find Ghanaians and Nigerians, even Africans, other Africans in higher positions here in the States. So it's very funny when people think or still think, like I was telling you yesterday, I was telling you yesterday that you are not supposed to have a smartphone and be dumb. Like, why do you own a smartphone and you are dumb? Use it.
Yes.
That was so cute. I told a friend of mine that last night, right? I said, what are you doing with that smartphone, you dumb? Okay, I mean,
yeah, it's and also another thing that I found, I don't want to call it a cultural shock, but when I go here, I found out that Ghanaians or Africans learn more about the world than Americans do.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, because there's so much a Ghanaian will be able to tell you about America that an American won't even be able to tell you about other countries. And sometimes even people native to a particular state won't be able to tell you certain things about other states here in America. And I'm like, how do you have all these resources and yet still don't want to, broaden your horizon or think outside the box of America? It's crazy, but it is the reality. And we are here to learn. We are here to add to the culture as well. We are here to bring our culture and also add to the culture as well. So it's a day at a time.
Oh. But you said a mouthful when you said about the knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, because I was talking to a person, and they were really saying, "Oh, we went to this place and it was this pool." I said, "I don't know where you went." Mm-hmm. I mean, but you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because of the fact that that's a stigma all the way back to TV. Mm-hmm. They have it pictured that way. When it's one of the richest, most beautiful countries in the world. Yeah,
and that's why as a filmmaker, I am trying to, one of my plans is to tell our stories from our own perspective. Most of the time, Hollywood come to Africa and tell the story to favor, other races or other people. You don't know our story like we do. We have lived the story. We have experienced the story.
Thank you.
So it's another, yes, we can tell it better. So as a filmmaker, it's one of my plans to tell it from our point of view, from our perspective, from our experiences as well, So that's one of the plans as a filmmaker as well.
Excellent. I see why you want to do it. So, and I have to say, he has such he thinks outside of the box, and I tell him this every day. I said, "Oh wow, Nee, come on, think." He gave me this idea. I said, "I'm going to take your idea. You better stop." I mean, but no, he thinks outside the box, and the way he visualizes things, I think that is great. And continue. I'll be hearing about you when you get your Grammy. Okay, all those awards you're going to get it because you're going in filmmaking. Don't forget about me.
Oh yeah, I'll mention you. Sonshine told me this was going to come. This is for you.
Now back to the part about how we want to start about this cooking. Okay, I'm going to say this because I don't know. I think we were talking about certain meats yesterday.
Yeah.
That I grew up on, that I like.
Yeah.
To this day, and watch everybody go goat. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah.
If you haven't had it, you don't know what you're missing.
That's it.
Don't judge the book by its cover. Read into it. I mean, do you know how to prepare it?
Yes.
Oh boy, my father, rest his soul. He could do it. Oh, I mean, but I guarantee. Now, you plan to do that restaurant. You do plan to get possibly an African restaurant here?
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
Wonderful. So you don't plan to go back to Ghana yet?
I mean, we can still shuffle between Ghana and then here.
Okay.
So the plan is to as Ghanaians, I know Stella would corroborate this, but as Ghanaians, we could get fresh farm produce every day if we want. So we are not used to eating frozen food all the time. Some people do,
right.
But we are not used to because the accessibility is there, the availability of fresh farm produce is there. So to shuffle between Ghana and here is also to bring some of those produce here as often as we can, because there's so much that we can get here.
Right.
And then we don't want to saturate whatever it is we are trying to give you diluted. So we are trying to get the ingredients from Ghana and bring it here and make sure that we stay authentic and then true to the flavors, you know, so that when you have it, it's always on your mind.
Yeah, and because right now we don't have an African store here, so most of the things we just need to improvise.
Yeah.
So some of the green leaves that we need to use in preparing our sauces, we don't have it, so we need to improvise and maybe just use spinach in place of maybe kontomire, which is cocoyam leaves.
Yeah.
Wow. Tell she knows how to cook. But listen, everybody, we have traveled and we're done not traveling yet. We're going to continue to travel. And I want you to be a part of this because I am being educated today because I love the fact knowledge is power. And once you receive that knowledge, I think you should apply it. Now, you hear me say that often, Nee, because I believe in that your mind should be open to learn more. Yeah. We're going to talk more with Nee and Stella right here as we continue to visit Ghana right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
Do you have a house that you want to turn into cash? I'm Mike with Mullet Man Buys Houses from Pensacola, Florida. Maybe you inherited a house, are facing foreclosure, have tenant issues, or the house is in general disrepair. I buy houses cash, in as-is condition, and close in as little as 3 weeks. I can provide you a competitive offer the same day I walk through your house. With Mullet Man Buys Houses, you can find the easy solution to put cash in your hand as quickly as possible.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I really appreciate that because, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
Welcome back to the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner on this cloudy Wednesday. Wow, supposedly going to rain, guys, but it's going to be a cold weekend, so be prepared for that. We are visiting Ghana today. Ghana?
Yes.
I'm getting it right, Nee. But the fact of it is we've been educated because of the fact you all, I cannot stop. And what's your friend name?
Prince.
Oh, hey, Prince.
Not a Nigerian prince, but Prince, not a Nigerian prince.
Say what?
Not a Nigerian prince. He understands what I mean. And
okay.
Understand what I mean.
He's a prince?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Don't do that to me. Well, hi, Prince. I was going to say scoot over. But the fact of it is we're having this great conversation. And, I think that we're talking about the cuisines of the motherland, and all that you have, and you're talking about the freshness and everything that's different from here and there. And but I want to go a step further with the fact, because I think it's so important that our viewers understand. And I have to say this. I just want, and please, how old are you?
35.
I can't believe that. I thought she was gonna say 20. But 35. But look how much you've accomplished at 35. And I thought he was like 20. I mean, but look at what you're doing, and with that, with your education, how you put that forth to get that first. Yeah. And with that being, what am I trying to say? With you being international students, I'll say that. When you got here, Was the transitioning difficult from what you're used to here and to adapt to what we do here?
Yeah.
The separation that we have here, I'm being transparent.
Yeah.
How did you adapt with that? Nee?
Okay, so for me, it was, I have a career back home as a filmmaker. Everything was okay. So having to leave all of that and then family and social life and then coming here to start, it was tough. Like I remember asking my roommate, Nelson, back when I got here earlier, that, is this how you also felt? Because I want to go back home. Like I really wanted to go back home. Back home, we are used to like ambience from the neighborhood that wakes us up. Ambience, like environmental sound, like sounds in the neighborhood that wakes us up. Like you wake up and then you know you're in Ghana. And there was nothing like that here. We didn't hear like horns of cars. You didn't hear someone shouting behind your
cock.
Yes, you didn't hear the cock crows, like whatever it is.
The
like
rooster.
The rooster. You didn't hear it. You didn't hear like there were so many things that made me realize that you are not home. You are far away from home.
Really?
You know, and I mean technology made it easier. You get to like talk to your parents, you get to talk to folks and all of that. But it's just not the same. And also the fact that you know that you are going to be away for a while didn't help. But I mean, we have an amazing Ghanaian community here. They helped me, like, you can always come over, we are there for you and all of that. So finding out that there's a community here also helped a lot to like assimilate and everything. But there were, obviously, there were other cultural shocks.
Of course.
Yeah, that's made me feel like, okay, this is how things are done. Like in Ghana, we are used to saying please. You know, we don't hand out things to people with our left hand and all of that. But I got here and...
Okay, why not with the left hand?
Because we do like other things with our left hand. Like,
okay.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom, like usually you use your left hand and all of that. So it's like, why are you doing this? It doesn't show respect.
Yes.
You know, so it's one of the things, and there were so many others that I can't think of off the top of my head. But gradually, you know, I got used to it. I told myself, this is a new country. If you want to be here and you want to enjoy life here, you have to assimilate. You have to act like, you know, do
You
what...
said you always say please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Are y'all hearing this? Please. I mean, but that's respect.
Yeah. And that's how Ghanaians are raised, you know, raised with respect, raised with character, good character, raised to be courteous towards people. And I remember one time on the bus, there was this elderly person standing, and most of the time in Ghana, no one, like even whether person is your parents, related to you or not, they just give you the look and you know that you have to act right. And I noticed that it's something that is with like African Americans here as well. Like, I was like, okay, we might be separated, you know, for a long time, over 400 years, but there are still, you know, remnants of mother. We call it that our mothers share the same PDF, like, because it's almost the same. It's either they are giving you the look or they are about to like fly a flip-flop towards you and all of that. So I was like, okay, you know, but
I believe that's you. Bam.
Yeah, yes. Sometimes you catch, you know, the back of the palm.
That's that right hand.
Yeah, you know, but yes, going back to what I was saying, it's the fact that I just knew innately that you need to stand up, like whether you're in Ghana or not, just get up and
don't
then
lose your culture.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's it.
Now, have you ever attended? I want to skip ahead. Now, we got the MLK parade that's coming up on Monday.
Yeah.
It's going to be a cold day, but it's going to be beautiful in, you know, downtown Pensacola. Have you ever attended that before? Have you ever been to one?
No.
Really?
No, this will be our
first time, huh?
Yes, this will be our first one.
Oh, wow. So you're going to have an experience.
Yes, we will.
It's going to be dress well, okay?
I will.
This time, dress well. It's going to be cold.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
So, some other things that was a cultural shock was back home in Ghana, we have this communal living. So you get to know everyone in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
really?
when we came here, I didn't even know my next door neighbor. I don't even know what name they are called.
Yeah.
So you're always by yourself. Back home, you get to talk to your neighbors, you can go visit them, vice versa. And also coming from an English-speaking country, we were colonized by the British. So when we got here, we had to unlearn certain things and learn. So there were some pronunciations that we had to unlearn, and there are some words that we had to unlearn the spellings and learn.
Yeah.
So like color, for instance, back home we spell it COLOUR, but Americans spell it COLOR. Yes, something like water. When you say water, someone will say, huh? Repeat that again. Sorry. And you're like, I said water. But you have to unlearn that and say water, because that's what is.
You break down those syllables right, okay?
Yeah. So we had to unlearn so many things. And back home in Ghana, you can't just call everyone by their names. If the person is an elderly person, you either say sir, uncle, Mr. with a name. You can just say, hey, Sonshine, because you're an elder to me.
So you
I
have
either
to say,
Madam,
Yeah.
Miss
Say it again,
Sonshine.
Madam? I love it. Really? But that's respect.
Yes.
That is, I mean, and it's ingrained in you, and you're raised that way, because I mean, like, you know how, you've seen some of the things how it is in here. No, I'm not going to do it, you know. That wouldn't happen. Well, I agree that wouldn't happen in my home either.
Yeah.
I mean, well, my mother, the way I was raised, okay, I got some of that in me too. But the fact of it is, I think that the difference in the cultures and what the things that you're talking about that you had to adapt to adapt to be here.
Yeah.
But when you go back home, do you plan to, you already have a school or something, you said, right? Did I misunderstand that you were a teacher, you had a business already at home?
Yes.
When you learn all of this, do you ever plan to go back to your country and live there forever?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, everyone would, I mean, like we say, most of the Ghanaians would agree with me. We always say that we want to retire in Ghana. There's no place like home. You know, make your money, go back home, retire, live happily ever after, or whatever, however long you have left. Most of the time, come here, get your education, get the career elevation that you came here for, and then go back to your country, add up to the economy, add up to local economy, make an impact, you know, on the place that you came from and all of that. So eventually, we are all going to go. And personally, it's like I kept saying, I said in the beginning, it's to like shuffle between Ghana and here, you know, adding to the economy there, adding to the economy here, and then basically making an impact. So we are all going to go back.
Good.
Yes.
I love it. So I don't know about you, but I am so intrigued because I'm learning so much because I love to learn. I love to learn, and the fact of it is, one day I'm going to visit. I guarantee you.
Yeah, it should be in December.
I'll make sure I go in December.
Go in December.
I wish you could have made that happen this past December, but look, this year we're going to go. I'm going to go in December.
Yeah.
We've got a call. Let's see who's going to talk to us this morning. Good morning. Hello. Okay, hold on here now. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Can you hear me?
I cannot hear her, so obviously something is wrong. Don't you? I mean, you hang up and call back, and what we're going to do, we're going to run and take a break, and we're going to come back so we can get this repaired.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, ma'am, if you would, whomever that is, I said, ma'am, sir, that's on the line. If you will, can you call back because I cannot hear you. I think something is not. Oh, she hung up then, didn't she? Yeah. But we're going to continue to talk with Nee and Stella about the differences, the inspirations, the things that you want to do to make a change. Even change is necessary. I don't care where you go. But you got to be able to adapt to it. We'll be back with more of that right here on Sunshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
There are many reasons someone may need in-home care. whether it may be respite care, them recovering from surgery, or having a chronic condition. Having someone dedicated and reliable is imperative. Supplemental Support Care Services was created to provide to those who are in need with quality care that they deserve in the home. Taking it a step further, our main goal is to ensure that Supplemental Support Care Services is where the love and care is top priority.
This is Charlie with RWB Spas in Pensacola. This is my #1 seller. It's the Bellagio Boo, which is aluminum frames and aluminum panels. We believe in the Charles Deming philosophy, which is quality, and we have the aluminum frames, aluminum panels, our thick inch base, and the latest, greatest technology on the market. RWB Spas, this is why everybody comes here. It's because they purchased the #1 seller in the country, rwbhottubs.com, and come meet Bambino.
Early in life, Tony found a love for craftsmanship through building furniture. Growing up in cabinet shops, he was drawn towards custom cabinetry, designing, and creating new and functional spaces. And to be able to share that passion with his clients, helping them turn their ideas into something special, making sure you get more for your investment.
Every kitchen and bath starts with your unique vision. I just bring it to life.
Master-built cabinets, beautifully handcrafted and customer designed.
And welcome back to Sunshine's Corner on this Hump Day Wednesday. Downhill from here in. But we are talking with Nee and Stella. And I want to talk about the music too. Okay, when we talking about Prince and I thought about the music, right? Yeah. The differences in the music. Let's do this first. Let's see if this call. I see it lit back up. Let's see what is it going to come through. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sunshine.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to thank you for again bringing us a very, very interesting topic today. And the people that you have on this morning, I want to say thank you to you for sharing with us things about Ghana.
Oh,
I
yes.
find it very, very interesting. And I'm like you, Sunshine. I would love to visit one day.
I'm going to do it in December.
Yes, and talking about the dishes, the cuisine, yes, I think that would be a really good idea for Pensacola.
Oh, God,
so I just wanted to thank them for bringing their country to the United States.
Amen.
To Pensacola.
Amen.
To Pensacola. Yes.
And I mean,
awesome.
do you see the differences in the way that they have, even the things, you don't hand anybody anything with your left hand because that's the hand you use to do other things with. I mean.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you don't.
Oh, wow.
You don't hand anybody, I mean, and then what else do you say? It's always yes, sir, madam, yes, sir, never, yeah, no. It's yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Yeah. I mean, that is absolutely
interesting.
Beautiful. Interesting.
Very, very interesting. Yes. So it is really good to learn about other cultures.
Yes.
And what to expect. And to know so that when you do meet them here in the United States, you're not offended.
Right.
By them doing what they're used to doing in their culture. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for bringing them to the show.
Oh, of course. I'm always reaching out for that extra. I try to step outside the box.
Yes. And thank you, guys, for coming on the show and sharing with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
I mean, but you see, I'm sure everybody is just as intrigued as I, but just like the caller said, for you to come and to share the difference in the culture. Yeah. Because even me as a black woman, our culture is similar in lots of ways from the way I was reared.
Yeah.
The same way. But because now it's not like that with the rearing of children. It changed, which I, personal pronoun, believe that if it had maintained the stability of the strength of the foundation, I believe the world would be better with the children. Because of the fact, I think that when you're raised that way, you never forget it.
Yes.
You think like even when you're grown, you're going to respect your parents. You understand what I'm saying? I think that if we would go back to some of that now, it would be better. I honestly believe that with everything that flows through me.
Yeah.
Now I want to know about the music. I told him I had to say that because I want to go to the music. Now tell me about the music. Now I'll tell you about how I love Bob Marley.
Yeah, also not the music is also part of the reasons why we decided to join the parade this year, the MLK parade this year. Not only to bring introduce the locals to Ghanaian cuisines, but also introduce the locals to Ghanaian music as well. So Ghana is known for high life music. From high life came hip life, and then currently we have Afrobeats. Afrobeats, which is all over the world now. New crop of musicians are championing it, and then there are also some legends in there that are, championing it as well. We had Beyonce feature a Ghanaian artist, Shatta Wale. There are other artists like Stonebwoy, Black Sherif, Jackie, King Promise, Amare, who is said to be the first Ghanaian musician to perform at Coachella this year. They are all doing so well, all been recognized by BET. Some of them have been recognized by BET. And Shatta Wale also was the only African artist to perform at Vibes Cartel.
Okay, so who?
Shatta Wale.
Shatta Wale.
Shatta Wale.
Shatta Wale.
Shatta Wale.
Yeah, let me just say the Ghanaian way. Shatta Wale, was the only African artist to perform at Vibes Cartel's recent concert, Freedom concert, a couple of weeks ago, which is like one of the biggest, concerts in Jamaica. So Ghanaians are making impact around the world with music.
But of course.
Yes, and those who don't know, again, we are always in this rivalry with our cousins, Nigerians. But we do collaborate with Nigerians.
Okay, now you said my cousins.
Yeah.
But are they really cousins?
I mean, there are some ethnic groups in Ghana that migrated from Nigeria. Like my ethnic group, Ga, we migrated from Nigeria, a place called Ile-Ife in Nigeria. So there are similar words in both, ethnic groups, in our languages and all. So we do call them our cousins because in as much as there are two countries in between Ghana and Nigeria, they are both Francophone speaking countries. So we always act like they don't exist, and then cross over and argue with each other and then come back to,
Nigeria.
Our country. But yeah, Ghanaian music has grown so much over the years from the late 90s, from post-colonial era, which birthed high life, which had influence of music from here, like R&B, soul music and all of that. And then I think I might be wrong, but I think in the 90s came hip life, which also had influences from hip hop.
Really? I heard you say something, because I heard my son mention this, Afrobeats?
Yes.
Like I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, and I said, you don't know what it means.
I mean, it's Afrobeats has become so expensive in recent years because of, again, the external, artists trying to tap in and then ride on the wave and all of that. Like I said, Beyonce made a song with Shatta Wale. We've had also Drake making songs with Wizkid, who's from Nigeria. We've had trying to remember. We've had what's his name? Sarkodie also make a song with, it wasn't Afrobeat, it was hip hop. Make a song with Ace Hood back in a couple of years ago.
So Afrobeat is different from soul? I mean, what did you say?
Yes,
it is.
Yes, it's.
So it's like hip hop, soul, R&B, all the differences.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, but it has traditional African instruments in it. That's why it's called Afro. Because when you listen to it, you hear those instruments. You can't deny that it's native to Africa. Yes. So so many people are trying, and also the fact that we have to musicians have to cater to other markets globally and still stay true to Ghanaian, instrumentals and Ghanaian sounds is interesting, because I think language shouldn't be a barrier in music. You should be able to groove to it. Once you hear it and then it moves your body, it moves your limbs, you just vibe to it. Because in Ghana, we listen to almost everything.
Do you have gospel music there?
We do have gospel music.
I mean, I do laughing, but I mean, okay, like I know when I hear the first tune of a gospel song, I say that's a gospel song, right?
Yeah.
And is the differentiation there the same like it is here?
I mean, there's worship gospel.
Right. Then you got praise gospel. You got
Yes, it's almost the same.
Really?
Yes, it's almost the same. And again, Ghana used to be a very great, a great football nation, like soccer. Americans call it soccer, but it used to be a very great football nation. And now it's like we are known for music more than we used to be known for football.
Soccer.
Yes,
soccer.
Oh,
football.
So she's like, what? Okay, when I said soccer, that means you call it what? Football.
Football. Yes, we
Oh,
laugh.
because you're kicking it with your
Yes,
foot.
yeah, exactly. So
I'm catching on. And we call it football, and we're running and knocking you down, but it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I was.
So what do you call football? Over there.
We don't have football.
Oh, you don't have football.
Yes.
It's just soccer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Football.
Get out.
It's just football, no soccer. So sometime ago,
Chris is laughing at me. Okay.
because some time ago I was talking to
And
my,
you know I don't like soccer.
we like soccer.
Oh. I guess because I have to be at the game in order to enjoy a football game. I don't like watching it on TV. I have to attend the game. But soccer, no. Wow.
You should see, like, again, going back to, I remember when we first qualified for our first World Cup in 2006, schools will close earlier so that we can all get home on time to watch the football game.
Soccer.
Yeah, football. And that was how serious we were as a nation about, like, that was how passionate we were about football as a nation. Everywhere, the roads will be empty. Everyone is watching. Everyone that is driving has tuned into a radio station that is, that's broadcasting a commentary on the game. That's how passionate we are about, football. I would say soccer to make it happen.
You know what? It makes sense.
Yeah.
Football. It makes sense because you're kicking the ball.
Yes.
Okay, but I am having such a great conversation. I'm enjoying this immensely. I'm smiling because I'm learning different things. Even not that light bulb. But just that football, and we've taken it to another level, doing but with football.
Yeah.
And but the things that you do and bridging the gap with that, with the music, the foods, and all the differences. How do you globally look at that? From the bridging the gap to what we're doing now, with you and what we're talking about.
I think people or the global markets have come to understand that Ghana has talent, and we shouldn't look down on talent coming out of Africa, not only Ghana but Africa. Because it's I don't know if I should say it, but there's been talks about people taking advantage of us because Afrobeat is the next big thing. There's been talks about culture vultures all the time. They wait until there's a new wave for them to ride on, especially artists here back in the States, and then try to take advantage of Afrobeat stars. I really don't think that's the case. it could be the case in certain situations, but it's a win-win for both parties involved.
Wow.
And if we look at it that way, I think we are going to benefit from it. It's like I said, it's just become so expensive in recent times. Like in December, most of the shows that were held in Ghana, because Afrobeat has become so expensive, people or promoters couldn't pay
to get
artists
to be
to come and perform. Artists that were from Nigerian artists that came to perform at shows in Ghana all came to do it as a form of support to Ghanaian students, Ghanaian artists, because it's expensive. They are charging in dollars and all of that. But
$1?
Yes, they are charging in dollars.
Did you say $8?
No.
Oh.
In dollars.
In dollars.
Oh, I was gonna say $1. I'm ready to go.
But yeah,
we got a call. I said $1. That's cheap. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Sonshine. How you doing?
We're wonderful.
I am enjoying you. Just watching you learn so much about the cultural of the Ghanaian, the African, and you just having a ball just learning all this stuff. And one thing about World Cup, and the reason why World Cup is such a important sport, and that the world really takes control of watching them, because it only happens every 4 years. It's not something that happens every year like we have Super Bowl every year. It happened 4 years. They worked very hard to get to that point, to be in that top, that top two countries to win. So that's why a lot of the players play for different countries, because they want to be somebody that's going to be a winner of once the World Cup comes around. But I just love all the stuff. I'm going to be going to Ghana next year. That's one of my top 10 trips that me and my husband going to go on. And I was just wanting to know, what is the best time of the year do
December.
they feel like? Well, that's for us because it's cold, but for, to actually go there and there's like a lot of things going on, we're thinking about like maybe going in July or August.
Okay, so July and August is usually sometimes the rainy season now, so I don't think you would enjoy it much if you go in July or August. And also there wouldn't be much to do in July or August, especially if you are, a party, you are the outdoor type. There wouldn't be much activities to do. I mean, you can go to the beaches, you can go to historical.
With an umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can go to tourist attraction sites. You can, bar hop, restaurant hop, but you wouldn't get the experience that you want. Especially if you are a concert goer or you are an outdoor type of person.
I tell you, wow.
So the best time to go is usually in December.
Well, if you don't like the chaos, then you can go before December, because December is
very good time to go. I'm going in December.
Yes, and yeah, just to add up.
When would be a good time to go?
December. Just to add up to going in December, you don't have to only be in Accra. Ghana is not only Accra. We have like 16 regions. There are other places in Accra that you could, in Ghana that you could go. You could go to Kumasi, you could go to Tamale, you could go to Bolgatanga, you could go to Takoradi. They have some of the nicest beaches, on the Gulf of Guinea. So I think when you get to Ghana, just don't spend all your time in Accra.
Amen.
Right. Yeah, I just, I'm very interested in learning about the experience that our ancestors went through their journey of coming to Ghana, going through that process of what they had to go through before they got on the ships and came to America. Yeah. And so I want to do all that and go to the bath washing and all of that stuff like that. Can y'all talk a little bit about that on the show today?
We're going to take a break first, though. We're going to do that. We're going to take a break, and we'll take care of that when we come back. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank y'all.
Everybody, we are having a fantastic conversation today. I'm in Ghana now, and it's January. But look, don't go anywhere. Stay close. We got more to talk about with Stella and me right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Welcome to Little John's Big and Tall, where tall men and big men go for style, fit, and comfort. We offer a wide variety of styles and unique brands that service all sizes from large to 14X, as well as tall sizes from large tall to 6X tall. Our knowledgeable staff are here to make sure you have a stress-free experience and answer any of your questions. Little John's has been named Best of Pensacola and Best of the Bay for 4 years in a row. Visit Little John's at 5700 North Davis or visit us online at littlejohnsbigandtall.com.
It's time to find a health plan that can keep up with your life. A plan that makes getting care convenient, with doctors around the corner.
I can get used to that.
Plus, 24/7 access to care. Plans that keep more money in your pocket, with plan payments as low as $0.
$0. Looks good to me.
Let's find your health solution. Speak to a dedicated Florida Blue agent today. Call 1-850-393-7036 to learn more.
From wanting the perfect dress for the most important day of your life to simply wanting to look your best, let 2 Times a Lady be your saving grace. Whether you're looking for an elegant A-line gown or a trendy cocktail dress, our expert staff will help you find the perfect fit. 2 Times a Lady has been dressing ladies in Pensacola since 1983. Call us at 850-474-3778 or stop by the store at 2755 East Olive Road. We can help you find the ideal dress for your event.
Well, I think it's all about local.
and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to this Wednesday edition of
Sonshine.
Sonshine. I love it. But look, I know I was talking to you guys, but when you're having a great time, when you're really being educated, time goes so fast. We got to talk about this. The initiative that I was reading about right here, to talk about the return initiative.
Yeah.
So the year of return was launched in 2019 for Africans in the diaspora to come home and feel the cultural heritage, and also to unite with the people in Ghana. So a lot of Africans came in, and they experienced the slavery. They went to the castles where the slaves were kept before taking the bath and moving to America and other places. And they also felt the need that they had to come back and also give back to the motherland. So some of them are investing in Ghana, some of them are opting for citizenships in Ghana.
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You named off some names about that.
Yeah, so just like Stella said, the Year of Return was launched in 2019 by the ex-president Nana Akufo-Addo, to invite people of African descent in the diaspora to come back home, reconnect with their roots, experience the culture, and all of that. And it's been great since 2019. I mean, every year in December, the Year of Return happens, and there's the Year of Return.
Okay.
It's usually starts from the middle of December, so like I think first week of January.
Okay.
And it's climaxed by events called Dirty December.
Okay.
So Dirty December is a time where people go for events, parties, experience Ghanaian music, Afrobeats, food, and everything. So in recent times, we've seen Stevie Wonder come in, obtain citizenship, which was, I think, last year in May.
Really?
So, yes, Stevie Wonder is a Ghanaian now.
Stevie?
Yes. Is Ghanaian now.
Isn't he lovely?
Yes. Yeah, and most recently, a few weeks ago, we had Dr. Omar Johnson also obtain his citizenship as Ghanaian. And like Stella rightfully said, there's been people who are investing.
I love him. Okay. Him?
Yeah.
I follow.
Yeah.
He teaches straight from the hip.
Yeah. So yes, he was also in Ghana, I think 2 to 3 weeks ago. He visited the Elmina Castle. He, went to see how everything, unfolded, transpired, and everything. And after that, he got his citizenship. And also, Dirty December last year wasn't as, wasn't as vibrant as previous years because we just had our election in December. So a lot of people were just skeptical about, maybe violence popping off and all of that. So most of them went to Nigeria, our cousins. So Dirty December kind of shifted to Nigeria this time around, and they think, you haven't won, Nigerians, you haven't won. It will come back to Ghana this year. But yeah, it's because of the election, people thinking that there might be a possibility of post-election violence and all of that. Even though it didn't happen, Ghanaians are peaceful people. We are hospitable people. Like I've been telling you all the time, we are surrounded by 3 francophone countries. We don't like to learn French, unfortunately, or we don't want to speak French. I won't say we don't like to learn, we don't want to speak French. So we might argue, we might nag your ears off and all of that, but we are never, about to get violent with you, because who is going to seek solace in those francophone countries?
Okay.
Not me. I'm not going. So we would nag each other's ears off, argue, shout at each other, and still put our arms in our pockets and then be like, yeah, we love you, go and eat, and then move on with life. So yeah, that's how Ghana is. And then as soon as you get into the airport, you are going to feel that. You are going to feel that vibe that you're in a different place. Obviously, the heat is going to hug your face and all of that. But
right.
you definitely feel like you're in a different place, and you don't even feel like you are a different person.
I gotcha.
So
absolutely. That's beautiful. We're down to 2 minutes. Can you believe that? I could sit here and listen and learn all day because it's absolutely fantastic. But in your parting words, what can we expect about the foods? The cuisine. We're going to keep that up because if I have to have you back to show me something, okay?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I want you to continue that because I think if you bring a restaurant here, I believe you guys would do great with that.
Yeah. So in joining the
Parade.
MLK parade, we intend to bring some of the cuisine and we will be giving it out for free. So we won't be selling. We just want people to try the dishes and savor the flavor for themselves and know what we are talking about, because if they don't try it, they won't really know what we are talking about.
Absolutely.
So we'll be bringing it to them so they can try.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And it's not only the food, we are also bringing in the music as well. So you get to experience sounds and then food at the same taste at the same time. So just pass by, attend the parade. When you see us, don't be
afraid.
Yes, just.
Yeah. And we will also be adding a drink. That is the hibiscus drink.
Yes.
This is absolutely fantastic. Guys, I tell you, we got to go. We're down to the last minute, but it has been fantastic. I thank you guys for getting up, coming in early just to share with me, to educate me, and take me to your country.
Yeah.
I thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fantastic hour. I don't know about you, but I've learned quite a bit. And I want to continue to learn because I think knowledge is power. You cannot walk around in this world to say I have all I need right now. No, especially learn other cultures, learn about other places, and I thank you for that. I'll leave you as I do every single day, my friends. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember, if you keep God first in whatever you do, I'll guarantee you this, you're going to be a total success. So until tomorrow at 9 o'clock for another day filled with nothing but sunshine, know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone. Thank you so much.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.